It's Morris Anderson again, and I just got back from doing a couple of meetings today. Very productive. I love getting out and talking with people and sharing experiences. But I just got back to the marina, and I thought I would take a walk with the sunset and talk with you a little bit. So, you can get out of the vehicle, and I get to finally take a walk with my walking stick as I look at myself, check, make sure the hair looks good for you. There you go. All right, and lock. Alrighty, so behind me you see an amazing sunset. At least I think so. So, in these meetings, actually one of them was a network meeting, and the whole thing was about marketing. And it brought into the conversation the Dragonize.org, the website. Everything that we've done to create, or that I've done to create the website, and all the different functions and features, and everything I had to say, it came back to the goal process. Everything in Dragonize Studios and Institute is really evolving around the goal process. And they were talking about how they've done all these Facebook ads, or they've done Twitter, or they've done LinkedIn, Instagram, and all these different things that they've done to try and boost their business. And all of them have their own little features and functions and things that are just, that make them their unique site. And I feel like I've been able to learn a lot from these mentor sites that are now basically my competition. Okay, I've got to get up here, and I'll turn around here in a second. And tell me that's not an amazing view right there. Look at that. That's such a beautiful marina. The swirl and the sunset reflecting off the hill. And I brought up a very important point. Like I said, it goes back to the goal process. You want to get people into your business, so you solicit them. And we are so inundated with advertisements, even though that's what we sell as a corporation. That's our profits, and that's our source of revenue, of course. But there's one thing that every business needs to do, and it's not just be unique, it's not just have a great message, but it is to connect with people. And that's why I call it the user website. All about you. And the one important thing that none of the other sites do that Dragonize does is teach. And I made the statement that your best customers are the ones that you've educated. Your best customers are your repeating customers are those you educated. They come to you because you know your industry, what you're doing, and you've taken all this time to study, research, learn, and improve your skills in that area. So that's why they come to you when they need your service. But why would they come to you over somebody else? Well, that's where you need to educate them. And there are a lot of different types of businesses out there. I know when I had my gymnastics club, I got asked the same questions over and over and over and over. So one of the first things I started doing was making videos, put on the intro page of the website so people saw it, and majority of the questions were answered before they even made a phone call. However, there's a lot of other in-depth things that every business has that will require additional education to certain customers. And that's where the Institute portal comes in play. When you want to educate somebody, you need a place for them to go. You need content for them to know and say, hey, what are the frequently asked questions that I need to answer over and over and over and over. So I allow people, and especially businesses, to create a free course on the Institute portal at dragonize.org so that they can educate their customers or educate their employees. And it can be done through either video or text or image. There's so many different ways to get it done. And they can take tests, quizzes, monitor their education level. And there are a few things. Well, let's say you have a boat rental business. This will be a good one. And I hate to tell you, there's a lot of people who come out here who don't know how to drive their boat, even though they own their own boat. They can't drive it worth, staying safe. So if you're renting a boat and you don't know what their aquatic skill level is, whether they know how to even swim or how to put on a life jacket. So your best bet is to make this course. Teach them, hey, here are the Coast Guard rules. You need to follow these. Here's what the different buoys out in the lake mean. Stay away from this one. And this is how you put the life jacket on the right way. I have seen people come out here and put life jackets on the wrong way. So this does make for a good illustration. And at the end of the education, they can take a quiz and they can also get a certificate. So people come to you and say, I want to rent my boat for a couple hours. And so if they come in with a certificate, it shows they've gone through the course. You as a business now have proof that they've answered these questions. They know right from wrong in the areas that you're going to have greater liability. And with that certificate can also come a coupon. So hey, you get 5 or 10% off because you took the course and we better trust you. You have lowered our liability and you are a better customer to us now. And that's because you took the time to educate them first. So when it comes down to running a real business, it's not about who can do the best ads. It's not about who uses the best colors in their ads. It's not about how often your ad runs or how does it sound or what word did you use or what words did you ignore. It comes down to, did you teach them anything? That is where Dragonize is tremendously different. Actually, let's take a look at this over here. More sunset. Ooh, check out those clouds. It's awesome being out here. I'm going to face this way so you can sit there and look at a great sunset. I just found a little table here to sit on. So I think if I go around the corner here at Vista Point, there's people camping and I don't want to interrupt them either. So anyway, it comes down to education. When you go through the Goal Process course, which is free at dragonize.org, I encourage every business owner to take it. It's going to help you understand how to teach people, why to teach people, and where to learn for yourself as well. That's a good view too. Great marine in the background. So do everything you can to know as much as you can as possible. So please take a moment, create your account. Confirm the email. I'm still finding that's the biggest problem for most people. They create the account. I can't log in. Well, yes, confirm the account first. We don't want these bogus accounts and spam accounts just signing up without confirming the email. And so far, the system has done very good as far as weeding out that kind of content on the site. Of course, when it gets bigger, I'm sure that's going to change. But for now, it's doing a good job. And go to the Institute course. Use the Goal Process course as your mainframe or your chassis to say, hey, this is what I can do. This is how I can do it. Okay, let's start writing your outline. What do my customers need to know? What are the frequently asked questions that I have to repeat every single day? And I actually was in a meeting with another business owner, and a phone call came in. It's like, go ahead, take it. It's a customer. You need the money. And the best time to respond to a customer is when they are calling you. It's amazing because now they're dedicating their time to you to get their answers, to be educated. During the phone call, she was saying, oh, we need this and this and this and this. And then in order to do this, or you can do this, or you can do that and that. And at the end of the phone call, I was like, you done with your verbatim spill? Because it's one of those things that you have to constantly teach and educate. So think about those things so that you can create your course, educate your customers, or even your employees. Sometimes we have employees that move up the ladder. Sometimes they move on to different things, and we have to replace that employee. So it's always good to educate your employees just as well. They are your number one face in business. So you want them to be as smart as possible. And well, now that I'm losing sunlight, I'm starting to look like I'm in the crowd. I'm in the clouds now, aren't I? But yeah, I'm starting to get in the shadows. So in the meantime, believe greatly, achieve greatly.